coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. We out here, man. We pushing P, man. 24/7, 365. Let's go. Let's get it, man. We trying to get to it, man. We almost at 110K. We need about 280 some more subscribers. After that, man, we on the road to 150, man, so we can get this meet and greet popping. Got to see all of y'all, man. Love all of y'all, man. It'll be a great thing. It's going to be a beautiful thing when all of us get together, man. Second time is going to be better than the first time, and so on and so forth. So let's go. Let's get it. Make sure you check your subscription because these people is playing that skullduggery. They trying to keep us down because we pushing that positive energy, man, and that don't sell as much as the ratchetness. So, you know, they should get the membership. But over here, man, we trying to reach them and teach them, man. So salute to everybody who follow me, everybody who's with this movement, man. I love y'all, man. Love is love, man, and I love y'all. Listen, man, Mecklenburg. Woo, Lord have mercy. Mecklenburg, man. I thought about doing this video because something I said in the morning mud. I was like, man, I just think that's one of the worst things you could possibly get into in prison when you go in there, which is gambling. And I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because it's a known fact that I told y'all I did it, you know, for a better part of 20-some years, you know, consecutively every day. It was just like one of my hustles. And it's something that if I had to do over again, I probably wouldn't have got into because of all of the issues I got into with gambling, all of the situations I put myself in. And it was just crazy. But gambling on Mecklenburg, oh man, a whole different ball game, man. A whole different ball game, man. You know, like I said, in prison period is dangerous. That's a fact. But when you add gambling to the equation, it's even more dangerous. And then when you go to a place like Mecklenburg, it even amplifies the danger because you're now on a compound, which is at the time that I was locked up, especially in the beginning of my bit, this was the end all, the be all. You going to Mecklenburg no matter what if you out of control. You going to Mecklenburg if you're condemned to die. Mecklenburg had death row. Mecklenburg had all of what they call, quote unquote, the most violent prisoners in the Virginia penal system. So, with that being said, you go to this type of compound knowing what the pedigree is here, and here it is, you gambling. So you are essentially gambling with all killers or potential killers. You gambling with all violent dudes. You gambling with all of the dudes that has been sent here because of their issues on other institutions. So that would be the equivalent to, I'm trying to give a scenario, it would be the equivalent to going into the casino and you going over to the crap table or the blackjack table and everybody's sitting in there with their guns. It's like the Wild Wild West, how you see the cowboy movies where everybody gambling, everybody got their guns on. Because you can lay flat and believe everybody gambling at that poker table or that dice table or that skin table in Mecklenburg, they got them things on them, right? And the crazy part about it is, also we gambling most of the time on the yard where they got the weights right there. The steel concrete weights is right there. You understand? Dudes pick up the weight bars. Dudes pick up the 5-pound weights. Dudes pick up the dumbbells. Dudes pick up the weight belts when they get an issue about this money. Dudes is scrap. Dudes got their homeboy over here holding the knife for them. And the irony in that is no way the administration ain't know that everybody out there got a knife if they gambling, man. And they never bothered us like on that yard like that. And dudes got to figure out a way to get in and out the yard with that joint. But they do. You know, beat the shake down, you know what I'm saying? But you know at that table is going down. If it go down, you better be ready because situations break out that ain't got nothing to do with you. But when that blade get to swinging everybody's at risk. Dudes may take issue with you. He may have an undercover issue with you that he ain't even never expressed, but he waiting for the right moment. The right moment might be when you looking at everybody else doing this, that, and the third, and bop, you get hit in the neck. You know what I'm saying? To catch you slipping. So when violence break out in the prison, man, you got to be aware, even if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, got nothing to do with it, you got to have your head on the swivel. Because you don't know who got issues with you. You don't know who might got issue with you and scared to face you face to face, but they waiting for their opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. I'm young, you know what I'm saying? And I done got into this gambling, and I get on here and I jump into the gambling on here like a big dummy. My friend sample voice, you big dummy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in here, man, and I'm at the table with all of these dudes, man, that I done heard about, man. I'm at the table with the Sam, or not the Sam Pitts, but I have gambled with Sam Pitts too, but not on Mecklenburg. But I'm at the table with the Wink Wink, Pinky, Stacy Perry, Shorty Pimp, Roscoe, Gangsta Slim, G, New York, Chill, Fat Daddy, Fat Man. I mean, all of this stuff, man, is just, you know, I can remember when I first started gambling and going down the poker table, and I mean, Graham was just getting cool. Hitman was like, man, why you go and get involved in that stuff, man? That stuff ain't nothing but pure chaos. I was like, man, I'm trying to win me some money. I can beat these old jokers. You know what I'm saying? And then there's so much scheming and plotting and, you know what I'm saying? You know, all this controversy. George McGee, you know what I'm saying? Stay at the poker table. And you got dudes, DC Harden. You got dudes that stay at the poker table. And it gets so petty, man. It gets super duper petty because this money is your eating money. This your surviving money. This is what you know what I'm saying? You really, most dudes in the penitentiary, the truth be told, you cannot stand to lose because you ain't really got it like that. No matter what you got in the penitentiary, you never have enough. That's why when they show y'all pictures of sales and stuff in penitentiary now with all these dudes getting food, you see all this whole rack of cosmetics, whole rack of food, and you be like, man, they got a lot of food. Bro, you got to eat every day. Bro, you got to take a shower every day. You got to, you know, take care of yourself every day so you never have enough. You know what I'm saying? It's been times I done had 400-500 bars of soap. It's not enough. I'm going to need some more before it's all over with. I was locked up for 12,065 plus days. 400 bars of soap ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you got to build up, you know what I'm saying, your surplus. So when you lose in gambling and you have to give some of this stuff out, then you going backwards. You know what I'm saying? You backtracking. So, but the danger, man, I done seen, like I just told y'all, if y'all should get this video after you got the video about New York. Like I told you, like when Big G, I mean, when G went over and grabbed that bar, and you know, he ready to use that, man. He not faking. You know what I'm saying? I done seen Shorty Pimp get mad at that table over arguments about money, and Shorty just, all right, man, ain't no more talking, man. Somebody make it play, man, because I'm gonna get my money. Either way, I'm not leaving this yard without that money. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes they so sincere. You know what I'm saying? They not playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's life or death out here on these yards every day, and we throwing our life on this table, the crap table, the poker table, the skin table. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then Bo come on the scene, and Bo comes straight up in the joint, you know, with the vicious chaos. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that situation ended up. Bo ain't even on there a couple of months before the situation ended up when he robbed the poker game. Because he was unsatisfied with what was going on. He felt like he was being cheated. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, was he being cheated? I'd probably say nah. But it don't matter because that's how he felt. And that's how he made his stance. And I told y'all, go back and watch the video, the whole circumstances of how that shook out. So I'm out here every day and I'm gambling, man, on this poker table, man. I'm winning some, I'm losing some, but I'm scrapped. And I'm prepared. It's as crazy as it may sound, I'm prepared to take life. I'm prepared to take life in order to preserve my own. You know what I'm saying? So do you know the mentality that you have to be willing to do that for something that you are volunteering to be involved in. It's just insanity, man, now that I think about it. You know what I'm saying? But at the moment, you're not thinking about it because your life is so bored and so mundane that this is it. And it ain't too many ways to get money in the penitentiary. But if it's a way that you think that you can succeed in, that's what you're going to go to. And you're going to ignore the danger until the danger is at your front door. You know what I'm saying? Now, fortunately, I didn't never really have too many issues with gambling on Mecklenburg. I didn't. Because I think dudes knew where I stood. I won't come with no larceny. I won't cheating. I won't do nothing. Did I ever get mad when I lost and wanted to do something? Yeah, but I knew I wasn't justified. You know what I'm saying? But I did. You'll get mad just because you losing. But you got to understand on Mecklenburg, man, this life and death, man, when you get to making a stand, man, because you ain't really going up against no opposition that's going to back down. Not like talking about. Anybody that you had an issue with on Mecklenburg during this time, man, them early 90s, bro, it is what it is. It ain't going to be no one-sided. It's you getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you going to pull the Bethlehem out. Ain't nobody else got one. So you willing to stand there and have a knife fight? Is you willing to, is you built like that? And I've seen them. I've seen knife fights on it. I've seen Shorty Pimp take a knife from a joker. Take a little shorty pimp, man, about 5'6", chubby, but his heart was big as Texas, and he ain't running and he ain't backing up. And dude pump faking with the knife, and they get a tussling, and next thing you know, shorty got the knife. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? So, and he spared him because he could have took him away from here. He spared him. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't always the case. I done seen bloodshed on that joint. Dudes just jump straight across the table and get busy. You know what I'm saying? Because of issues with that money. You know what I'm saying? That money is going to bring out all the larceny, man. All the skullduggery. Now, you got dudes that want to come get in games and can't get in games. They ain't letting Gangsta Slim in there all the games. He got to have his money up front. If he loses money, he not getting no more money. He not getting no money on tick. Tick is credit. Let me get this time. Most dudes ain't giving it to him because they know he might ain't even got it. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have an issue when he come to the game to try to get in the game, and don't nobody want to let him in the game because he ain't got no money, but he said he got it upstairs. But yet he see you giving other dudes money that ain't got it right there too. So he like, what's the difference between me and him? And if he wants you to say, man, I ain't getting it to you, you know what I'm saying? Because you won't be, and he gonna act the fool. And he got this thing about him where he gonna stand there. I have seen Gangsta Slim stand there, and this is how dudes ain't want the issue with him because they know the issue is going all the way. And the dude running the game, I ain't even gonna call his name, and he tried to get in and he had no money. And he stood right there for the next almost hour till rec was over, and over top of the house, man, asking them questions. Other dudes was getting mad, like, "Come on, dog. I mean, what we do?" And he like, he would ask you the same question literally 50 times, bro. So what you saying is, my money ain't no good, but all these dudes' money is better than mine, right? And dude be like, I ain't saying that. I'm saying, what you saying? And then he gonna ask the same question over and over and over and over and over and over. Yes, but he ready for war though. He ready for war. So you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to weigh your ass out, man. But, you know, dudes will get at that table, man, and you will look around you, man, and you will realize, man, I know that name. I heard about that name. I heard about this dude. I heard about that dude. And you in the mix. You in the fire. You in the frying pan. You know what I'm saying? And then you saying to yourself, when you win, man, you know, and you get to winning a lot of money, you getting nervous. You know, that is what you came in there to do, to win a lot of money. But you win, when you start winning a lot of money, you getting nervous because you wondering like, is it going to be an issue getting this money? Because the numbers is getting high. You getting up to 300, 400, 5, 6, 7. I know that's not a lot of money to y'all. That's a lot of money in the penitentiary. That's a whole lot of money. Somebody got to give you $600 when this game over. That's a lot of money. Most of the time, dudes going to try to come with plea boxes. And then you might want to stand on it, like DC Harden. DC Harden was known for that. DC Harden was known for gambling. He's a gambling. He known for that. He like that. He gonna gamble. And I don't care what it is. He gonna bet on who the fastest ant. What's the biggest fly? He gonna bet, right? But he known for when he lose, he's super duper humble and he like, look, man, let me give you the woo. But DC Harden been known to go on a winning streak and break the whole compound. He got all the money and he ain't getting out nobody nothing. He ain't getting out no breaks, no nothing. And then he turned into cold, like iron fist stone. Like, nah, bro, I need all that. I need all that, Joe. I need all that. And then dudes be mad because it's like, nah, man, I just gave you a break last week. He be like, man, that's last week. You know what I'm saying? That last week, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I got things going on. Bro, you beat the whole table. You won all the money. What are you talking about? Bro, you don't know what I got. You don't know what type of issues I got going on, Joe. I got things I'm trying to handle on the street or whatever. I need all that money, Joe. And if you ain't got it, he gonna collect all he can collect. And he gonna go pack up. And he gonna come try to get you. He gonna come try to get you, bro. Straight up. He ain't gonna let you just take the money. But at the same time, when the shoe is on the other foot, then he looking for a deal. And he talking so nice and so like, you know, he pitching such a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you on the back end, baby. Work with me, baby. You see, I lost my butt off, man. You know what I'm saying? So, dudes be, you know what I'm saying? And they kept falling for the same thing. That was his whole thing. I remember him and George McGee had a big joint. And George is snapping. George like, man, you ain't getting all that money, man. I'm gonna tell you right then, you ain't getting all that money, man, because I just gave you a break last week, man. Man. No, you ain't asked me for all that money, man. No, man. DC Harden said, man, I need all that money. No, wait. You had to get it from the rival. DC said, what it is. Well, let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big old thing. It had to be negotiators. It had to be everybody trying to keep this thing down. You know what I'm saying? And I think they ended up getting into it anyway in the block. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that's going on this joint, man. But like I say, you got so many issues on Mecklenburg because if you go to hole, you might not come out. You got to wait for a bed to come over on Mecklenburg. All beds are accounted for. All beds are accounted for. You got to wait for a bed. If you go back there in that Bing and your time is up, you still might not come up out of that joint because it ain't no bed open. So now you on a waiting list where there might be 14 other people been on the waiting list. So now you number 15. You know what I'm saying? So dudes ain't trying to go to jail. So when they do go to jail, they going with a bang. I'm going with a bang, man. I don't know when I'm coming out. You know what I'm saying, man? You put me in this position. You put my back against the wall, man. I'm trying to cut you. I'm trying to cut you hot out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to carve my name in your chest. You know. So that's how they carrying it. So you got to understand this when you up on there. You got Cupcake in the game. Cupcake is sitting at the game with the two Matt 10 sticking out. And he can't even really play no poker, but he's sitting there and he might play for 20 minutes and hit up and he want to cash out. Man, I'm gone. He done got in the game with $30. He done hit up for a $190 pot. He cashing out. And dude like, man, no, man, you, man, we playing, man, for the record. No, not me. I ain't playing to no record, man. Let me get my money, man. Hey, man, I come to gamble. I ain't come down here to be down here all day. You know, because he done hit up. So dudes will start picking and choosing who they want to get in the game. That cause issues. Now you got dudes beefing outside the game. You understand? So, and these is all deadly situations because all these dudes is known for doing something. You know what I'm saying? And dudes won't try to really be arguing with Cake. Cake got a body. You know what I'm saying? Cake ain't never getting out. So, you know what I'm saying? What he got to lose? He done already took life in the penitentiary. So, these are issues you got to deal with if you're getting involved with this gambling game, man. And it's always going to be lost in there. It's always going to be flip-flopping, man, with dudes win and they want all their money, but then when they lose, they want a break. And then if you give them a break and then when the shoe is on the other foot and they don't give you no break, you're going to feel a certain type of way. You're going to feel a certain type of way. So you got to pick a side and decide what you want to do. I ain't getting out no breaks and I don't want none. But that could come back to bite you too because you might lose a lot one day and you ain't got it all. And if you ain't got it all, you better go scrap up. Because if they want it all and you ain't got it all, that's the issue. You can only do the $100. And depending on who it is, you can't give them 96. You can't give him $96. You ain't getting Bo $96 if you owe him $100. Unless he cool with you, you not giving Bo $96. You not giving Bo $98 if you owe him $100. He want all that money. Man, you better go borrow that $2. $2, Bo. I just gave you $98. Man, you owe me $100. You talking about? And I done seen it. So you always, when you owe somebody in the penitentiary too, don't never forget, you always at their mercy. You always at their mercy. How they gonna curve, what they gonna do, what they gonna ask for, how they gonna talk to you. You at their mercy. You see what I'm saying? And then if they talk to you in a way that you ain't accepting, then you gotta buck up on that. You gotta buck up on that. You know what I'm saying, me? My issue was, if you talk to me crazy, I'm not paying you anyway, so we could just get it all popping, because I'm not going to pay you and then address the issue about how you talking to me. Because when I address the issue about how you talking to me, if you ain't got no real apologies, which most dudes don't got in the penitentiary, you're going to get busy anyway. So why would I get busy and go to jail and I already paid you? No, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cut to the chase. So, and you got dudes like Gangsta like that. That's what happened with the beef with Gangsta and Bo. In the stairway, Gangsta ain't like the way Bo asked for the money. And he addressed that issue before he paid the money. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's going down, let's get it over with. Because I'm not going to give you the money and didn't have a beef with you. You see what I'm saying? So, crazy work, man. Crazy work. I know all this may sound confusing to y'all, so just imagine how confusing it was to be in it. To be in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it be, man. And then you get dudes that get in them games, man. They be plotting on you. And then you don't know if these dudes is together. You know what I'm saying? They be partnering up. It just be so much larceny, dog. But it's all deadly games in there, man. You playing poker at Mecklenburg, man. It was like the Hunger Games, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, and anybody might cross you, and you don't know who to trust. So it's just best not to do it. El Dumbo was out there every day, scrapped up like a Georgia hair. Let me get $50. Let me get $30, like a fool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, thank God I made it through those situations, man. But I seen some dudes, man, really get savage out there on that yard, messing with that poker, messing with that dice, messing with that skin, man. And it ain't stopped nobody from coming to play. And right back out there the next count, next day, whatever it was, right on the table, man. Ordering money, you know, bringing money out, sneaking money back in. Just the nature of the penitentiary, man. Stay free, man. Anyway, man, I just wanted to drop that on y'all, man. Y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation. Stand up, man. We out here, road to 110K. Let's get it tomorrow. Get in your contacts. We got it tomorrow. Next goal, 150 meet and greet. Second annual TBP Nation meet and greet. The biggest, the baddest. Let's go. Let's get it. Salute. We out here, man. Big love. Stay free.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.